Hello, ladies and gents! After the rather positive feedback on the E25 Destruction Derby last time, I think we can have a look at some of the other crazy Platoon plays as well that I did put aside until now, starting right now, right here with this special one. An absolutely dream matchmaking almost gone horribly wrong for our 3 Tier 9 heroes just shows you that everything can become a challenge if your team is bad enough. So, did you hear the one where a Jagdtiger, a T-54 and an Object 432 went into a bar? No? Then check this out. Alright, so here we are on Windstorm in a standard battle, and have a look at this matchmaking that these guys have managed to get for themselves. Well, it's pretty much as good as it gets, so really this should be an easy straightforward battle where we feast on a lot of enemy Tier 8s and Tier 7s, rack up a crazy amount of damage and win in about 3 minutes flat. Right? Well, then you wouldn't be watching this video. As you guys well know, you can always count on your team to make things a little bit more interesting. But let's not run ahead of ourselves, let's see how the match unfolds. So in the beginning the distribution seems fairly straightforward. Our two friends in the Tier 9 mediums decided to oversee the middle. We are going to this city with a KV-4 and the T-29, so basic once again. And the north does see some love as well in form of a Super Pershing and the T-54 Mod 1, rather well armored Tier 8 mediums. There is also an Su-122-44 overlooking them, giving them supporting fire, so really everything should be set up for a nice straightforward match. Now we will be making our way down there on the southern edge of the city. Let's see if we can encounter some heavy tanks, and whoa, that was a quick one. Their TTB is already out of the game. It should be interesting to see how the team deploys. Problem with the Jagdtiger is it's not the fastest machine. Even in these perfect conditions we are only doing 23 km per hour, and if the enemy heavies are not coming this way, well, at least there is a Tier 7 IS that we already spotted, then repositioning can be a little bit tricky. But first is first, let's deal with the IS, who makes a very aggressive push in a Tier 9 match and is being rewarded for its aggression. Now that was a bit unlucky shot there, perhaps not that well aimed. This one though, right in the back of it, setting it on fire, that's a lot more like it. And there is a very pesky WZ-132 up there, who is also in a very strong matchup for a Tier 8 light tank. If we could take that guy out, that would be awesome. Have a look at this tiny little gap and smack one right through it, no problem whatsoever. So lovely shot there for over 600 damage in the WZ, but have a look at the map. The IS-3 platoon actually did come this side, and now we are in danger of being outflanked. Luckily, our teammates are over here as well to help out, and IS-3, as powerful as it is, not against a 3-man Tier 9 platoon. So let's see how quickly we can bear these guys away. Oh, back of an IS-3. Take that, Russian bully. This is for every Tier 6 and Tier 7 tank that you bullied yourself. That's the other IS-3 out of the game, so that was really easy work, a T-54 taking out one of it, and we are taking down the other guy, so not bad, already 3 kills between the 3 of us. Required as well, because we are down by 2 tanks, so let's see what we can do about that. WZ-132 being a little bit too cheeky, and there's the ultimate prize for it, but then again, have a look at the map. The north has completely fallen, that Super Pershing and the T-54 Mod 1 have been eradicated, so we have to make a decision. Do we push on, or do we go back to the cap, which might come under a lot of pressure in the next couple of seconds? We decide to cross the bridge though, and take out these guys in the city first. So let's see how that goes. Object 430 is the first one to enter at the crime scene and gets to surprise the T-29 from behind, securing a lovely little kill there, but then gets jumped on by the T-54, tries to revenge his heavy brother. Luckily, in the meantime, our T-54 gets around the corner and takes the guy out in a single shot, then engaging a Cheery on the enemy team. So, what has been our Jagdtiger up to in the meantime? Well, he has taken a more scenic route down by the riverfront, trying to outflank the Cheery, which is a little bit dangerous decision, I would feel, especially with the T-54 lightweight coming down there, and who knows what else E-50 could make his way down here as well, KV-13 too, so we are in a very vulnerable position. Luckily, we make it there in safety, land one into the back of the Cheery and can turn our armor just in time before the T-54 lightweight and the KV-13 get a juicy shot into us. Whew, that was quick. However, there are two persons capping, Object 430 making a rush for it to reset. In the meantime, let's see if we can make short work of these enemies now. There's an unfortunate rush shot there was no reason to pull the trigger that quick. But we should be able to put another one into... Oh no, a little bit too slow there with the turning. And it's getting awfully tight there with the cap reset. Come on, Object 430, you can do it. Oh, 2 seconds left. Oh, he did it just in time. And we take out the KV-13 as well. Wow, we will have a look at that Object 430 a little bit later. But in the meantime, T-54 has been rather busy as well, so let's see what he has been up to. Well, he has found himself a lovely little snack. Now the T-95 will get a speed buff very soon in World of Tanks, but these kind of situations will remain the absolute nightmare of this machine. Getting jumped on by a mediums and lights is just pretty much an instant death sentence. So that was a rather juicy shot, T-54 finishing off the T-95 casually, and then moves on to take on the T-25-2. Who has been rather cheeky as well, actually managing to penetrate the T-54, probably firing APCR there onto the front plate as he should in these situations. So hopefully we can take him out with the next shot. It would be nice to go back and assist the others, as apart from the three of us, there is only a KV-4 left. Everybody else is already out of the game. There goes the KV-4, so now it's only the three of us. Now in the meantime, we did come up here with the Jagdtiger to assist in the elimination of the T-95, but we were a bit too late. And here comes trouble. We managed to plant on the T-54 lightweight, however we are now in the same situation as the T-95 was previously. Getting outflanked in an unthreatened tank destroyer is just the worst thing that can happen to you. Now we should have moved our ass into cover right in the beginning. We were a bit slow to that, but luckily the T-54 lightweight somehow screws it up, gets unattached from our ass, and that means we are able to take him out in return. Unfortunately, this is the time when the WZ-131, who is on full health, so I don't know what he has been up to until now, manages to zoom across the city and take us out. But let's not waste any time, let's see what actually happened there with the cap reset. Object 430, Balls of Steel just zooms in and manages to, with 2 quick shots, do a full cap reset, plants one more into the Jagdtiger 88, and look at the amount of luck that he's having here. E50 manages to get one in, but then Jagdtiger 88 misses, and the E50 misses as well, so he can actually escape behind the corner, and for some reason, well, actually the KV-4 is the reason, the E50 decides not to pursue him, which might be a mistake. Especially because, after a while, the Object 430 gets around again and manages to take out the E50, now leaving him basically in a 1 versus 1 with the Jagdtiger 88. So, he sees what we are doing, but let's try to get around, narrowly avoiding by the artillery. Hopefully we can outrun him. Oh, he's turning fast. Lovely shot there into the tracks, basically is a death sentence for the Jagdtiger 88. Unfortunately though, he is in a perfect position, while stuck in place, to take out our unfortunate T-54 platoon mate. leaving the object for 30 in a 1 versus 3. Well, 1 versus 2 now because the Young 88 is dealt with. However, we are very low on health, again narrowly avoiding artillery. So we are below 500 health and time to sail it home. Already on 13 kills with the platoon, nobody else having scored a single kill on the enemy team, and we are 1 versus 2. However, it's a very dangerous artillery and a very cheeky light tank, so that can get still very ugly very quickly. Oh, there is the light tank. I'm pretty sure that we are spotted here and... oh, don't stop. Talk about being lucky and unlucky at the same time. Artillery splashes us to near death, however we are actually very lucky to be alive at this stage. Now the problem is, we are now definitely a one-shot kill for the WZ-131, who will certainly fire APCR if he has any loaded. And artillery only needs to run anywhere near us to kill us as well, so this is not a clean-cut win anymore. But what can you do? The best thing to do is take out that light tank as quickly as possible. As long as we are the hunters, we have at least some kind of advantage over the situation. Oh, there he is. He was actually coming across to hunt us down. So, yeah. It's pretty certain that artillery is aiming this way as well. So we have to use... oh, and there he goes. Definitely have to use these houses to shield ourselves from the wrath of the artillery. Pretty certain that the WZ-131 feels now rather strong in this position, so he will most certainly come to hunt us. Question is, on which corner will he pop up? Oh, there he goes. I don't really know what he was doing. Perhaps he was expecting us, that we would have run away. His gun was not even pointing in the same direction. And look at about the amount of luck we are having here. Bounce after bounce and 2 shots with an engine fire. Wow. Alright, luck of the Irish right there. However, it's still not one. The FE-207 can still very much kill us, especially as he's most certainly probably going to lie in ambush around the cap, so we will have to hunt him down carefully and not throw away a 14 kill carry. So, where could that artillery be? Well, the typical positions are behind the cap, around K2, or toward behind the houses around G1. Sometimes they also relocate to D1, behind those little hills where they can have a clean shot on their own cap. So let's check these positions out first. Now, hopefully we should be able to spot him first, being in a tier 9 medium tank. And then again, these guys can be really nasty in terms of their concealment, so can't really take this lightly. Alright, so he's not sitting in a stupid position out in the open, unfortunately. So let's see first if he has made his way over here in any of these cheeky positions. By the way, have a look where our friend in the object 430 is looking, because if you are looking for hiding artillery on this side of the map, these are typically the spots you want to check out for yourself. So first is first, we don't spot anybody across, and there doesn't seem to be anybody in this location either, so there is one more just on the other side of this rock that we can have a look. However, if he's not there, and nope, doesn't seem to be here either, and behind the houses either, so he's either up there behind cover, I probably would have spotted him there as well, or he just hightailed it out of here and is now probably aiming back on the cap himself. And with about 3 minutes left, we could go after him, but then again, it's a rather risky move, so let's force his hand. Now this is a very clever move, I think. We should be able to spot him first if he's coming back. Otherwise, if he's trying to blind fire, he pretty much will fire at the edges of that stone. We're just going to speed it up here because blind firing is all he will do, and have a look at it. That's exactly why in these kind of situations you don't sit in obvious spots. Great matchmaking or not, triple top tier platoon or not, this was a hard fought and well earned victory for our heroes, and definitely an enjoyable to watch. Between the three of them they managed to take out 14 enemy tanks, securing that much sought after crucial contribution, with nobody else on their team scoring a single kill, and while doing so they also raked up a staggering over 12,500 damage combined. Well, if this doesn't count as a carry, I don't know what does. Right, this was then our tier 9 platoon power. Many thanks to Schwabe for sending this one in, and congratulations to a very nice result. I hope you guys had just as much fun watching it as I did, and if so, thanks a lot for considering giving this a like or sharing it. Oh, and by all means, let me know if the video transition between the players was now easier to follow than last time. As for the upcoming videos, next up on the menu is another episode from the Arty Party series coming right up tomorrow, and then over the weekend I have some action-packed games for you, featuring an Ru-251 Spähpanzer going on an absolute rampage, scoring a whopping 5000 damage, and then on Sunday a T-110E5 with the most aggressive Prohorovka gameplay I probably ever seen. Thank you very much for watching everyone, have a nice rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you again in one of the next videos.